Not a bad 7 days. Doge cut $100 million in contracts. Gulf of America, federal workers back in the office, rescinding transgenders in the military, out of the World Health Organization, and his flagship policy, immigration reform, firing on absolutely all cylinders. Tens of thousands of people currently are even self-deporting, okay? Almost 1,000 criminal illegals taken into custody and sent back. And this fool thought it would be a good idea to taunt Trump.
Hey, Daddy Trump, you want to take us the out of here? Come do this then. Look what the do your house. Look what the do your streets. Come get it.
It's not like he's not going to do it. Trump might actually show up personally for that guy. Selena Gomez took to the internet to cry about it.
I just wanted to say that I'm so sorry. How many people are getting attacked? Children. I don't understand.
I don't understand why she's so upset. First they said Trump wouldn't win, then they said he wouldn't actually deport the people. Now they're crying. Well, there's the door, Selena. If you're so upset about them leaving, take your millions and go with them. The raids are on the worst of the worst, well, for now. But why do you feel bad about those criminals getting deported? And the best part, all the countries that said they weren't going to take them back, they messed around and they found out. Over the weekend, Colombia tried to say, hey, we're not taking any criminal migrants back. Trump said, oh yeah? He conducted foreign policy via social media, informing them, kindly, of an immediate 25% tariff, 50% tariff in this next week coming after that, and an immediate revocation of Colombian officials' visas. Sanctions on their far-left president and a litany of other things that would essentially crush the Colombian economy. And then tweeted out this meme, him in a gangster three-piece suit holding up a FAFO sign. If you don't know what that means, it's F around and find out. Oh, they found out all right, like 7 minutes later. The president not only agreed to take those immigrants back, but offered his personal plane to do it. Like, I want to know what that conversation was like between him and Trump, to get the president of Colombia to not only flip 180 degrees, but also offer their equivalent of his Air Force One to go back and get criminal migrants from America. I am not tired of winning. This was just like a ridiculous posturing move. It's like a toddler who wants to get away with as much as they can before their parents absolutely tan their hide. Because Colombia took back over 500 flights of deported migrants from Biden. All right, Biden didn't even really deport that many people. But this was the first country testing the waters, and it almost cost them their entire economy. In fact, even after the deal was struck and our planes were entering there, just for good measure, just to like show them one more thing, Trump kept the Bogota embassy closed for the day anyway. But that didn't stop people like the socialist bartender with a business degree. Remember her crying outside, the fake cry outside the immigration thing? She went to Boston University with a business degree. She weighs in, displaying her lack of economic know-how. To punish Colombia, Trump is trying to make every American pay more for coffee. Remember, we pay the tariffs, not Colombia. Trump is all about making inflation worse for working class Americans, not better. He's lining the pockets of himself and the billionaire class. But now Democrats are admitting that tax increases affect individuals? That's nice. A 5-second internet search would have made her sound so much less stupid. Because Brazil is the global leader in coffee bean exports. In fact, they own most of the world's market. Coming in second is Vietnam. Sure, Colombia is in the top 5, but not to any reasonable degree. Like, Starbucks isn't going to know this. Also, speaking of Starbucks, she all of a sudden cares about price increases for American citizens? Really? Because she has nothing else to whine about right now. I laid this out the other day, that these countries cannot afford a trade war with us. Colombia's GDP is 1/60th of ours. 30% of their economy relies on ours to exist. Also, this is so funny. She mentioned in the same sentence that coffee would cost more and that Trump is lining the pockets of billionaires. Well, pretty much every major coffee chain, including Starbucks, are run by far-left billionaires who would be negatively affected, not people on the right. This is according to her tweet. I mean, which one is it, lady? I swear, like, her and Jasmine Crockett are fighting for, like, the least knowledgeable people in Congress. But I think that's the most important thing is the fact that criminals, because that's who's being deported right now. People committing like murder, rape, drug dealing, assault. That's who we're getting rid of. And what AOC fails to realize is how much illegal immigration actually costs us, the taxpayer, more than some piddly little coffee beans from Colombia. I mean, what's the cost to incarcerate these people? This is a report from the Center of Immigration Studies suggesting that it costs American taxpayers well over $80,000 per illegal migrant. That's for like medical care administered at the border, when they, take somebody into custody, whatever benefits they get on top of that. I mean, like, we saw the Haitian migrants in Ohio, they were getting so much money in benefits that they were actually displacing lifetime Ohio residents because they could pay more in rent than the locals. That's how much money they were getting. Every year for the last 4 years, we were on the hook for like $150 billion a year for illegal immigration, AOC. Not to mention the countless Americans that were murdered or victims of crimes at the hands of people who shouldn't even been here in the first place. I will happily pay more for a coffee bean to see apartment complexes not get taken over by drug cartels and gangs. This is even flipping some people in America because they see the sentiment rolling. The Massachusetts governor, yes, the Massachusetts far-left governor has changed her mind on deportation, which is funny because like 2 months ago, here's a headline from November, which is Massachusetts governor vows to refuse Trump deportation request. Absolutely not. Okay, Karen. But let's not give her too much credit. All right, so she's flipped, but she's still saying that state officials won't actually help. She's just not going to fight immigration officials at the Massachusetts border. Unlike J.B. Pritzker, the governor of Illinois, who basically didn't even bother to read the law.
Dana, we're going to follow the law in Illinois and federal law, too. We expect them to do the same. I'm very afraid that they will not follow the law.
Law, JB, is that you can't be here illegally. And your worry is that Trump might break the law by trying to get those people out of here? And Pritzker was even willing to lie further, taking to Twitter to lie, to say that ICE agents were raiding a public school in Chicago. They weren't. You look, this guy is like, oh, Tom Homan and Donald Trump are instilling fear. Dude, you just lied to stoke fear. This guy knew that it wasn't ICE that went into that public school. It was actually Secret Service that was investigating an unknown threat that had been called in. They left their Secret Service credentials at the door, and he knew that, and he still lied to gaslight people. This is the party that says they care about kids. That's what this is about. Oh, we got to take care of the kids. Like that's their basis for all of their narratives. But remember the 300,000 migrant children that Democrats lost under Joe Biden? Donald Trump and his administration found a quarter of them in a week, which shows me it was a lack of political willpower to find these kids, not ability. You want to know what political willpower looks like? It looks like this. Having the ICE deportation tip line as your planned tweet or your pinned tweet to the agency's profile. It looks like raiding a local gang hangout in Colorado, locking up 50 gang members who came here illegally. It looks like Colombia sending more planes to help carpool these people out of here. And now they're resorting to what? Telling us that Trump supporters can't eat Mexican food?
If you voted for Trump, you are not allowed in Mexico. You don't like us, we don't like you, don't go there. Stay in your country. Figure it out. Vacation, I don't know, maybe Nebraska perhaps. One of the red states that you love so much. Stay there. Don't have margaritas, don't have tequila, no tacos, no enchiladas, none of that for you.
Oh yeah? What are you gonna do? Will you come take it out of my ham? I'm gonna eat half this plate during the break. Maybe I'll call the ICE hotline. I don't know if I'll have enough time. Sure. All kidding aside, it was actually really good taco. These people broke the law. They broke the law to get here. And once they were here, they broke the law again. It was just serious crimes, folks. These are not like shoplifting. That's why they got to go. These wins are momentum. This is a man who, governing like this, I mean, look, they shot at him, they indicted him, raiding his home, investigating his whole family. They threw his supporters in jail because, I mean, that's what they did. And now Trump has had enough.
He loves the Constitution. He fights for what's right. He hates the bad guys. He's a freedom warrior. He's your freedom warrior. Watch Carl Higbie every weekday on Newsmax.